You ready for this?
Follow me.
It's a hidden world that's right below your feet that nobody ever gets to see.
Even like a twisted ankle down there could mean death. Just a simple injury could end him down there.
I can literally hear my heart beating and the blood running through my veins. You've got to trust everybody with your life. It literally is danger all around. You're just in the zone.
I'm George King and I'm an extreme athlete. I spend my life pushing my mind and my body and constantly challenging myself to push the boundaries of what's possible. In this series, I'm meeting other young people who engage in risky and sometimes illegal activities to get their kicks. I want to understand the dangers they face, find out what motivates them, and to get as close as possible to their experience. These activities are extremely dangerous. Do not attempt to recreate them. Today, I'm in Cornwall to meet Dave Gerard. Dave is a window cleaner and a carpenter who spends his free time exploring abandoned underground mines. I'm meeting Dave to find out why he chooses to take these risks and to see firsthand what it involves. So how long have you been mine exploring then?
I actually started in March 2021, this year. For my own personal mental health, it has absolutely done incredible things for me. Your mind is focused solely on what you're doing, where your feet are going, what your hands are doing. You're just in the zone.
Dave often has to illegally trespass to break into the mines, but that's all part of the thrill for him.
It's a hidden world that's right below your feet that nobody ever gets to see. So to be able to just bend the rules a little bit and just to go in there and document it is a real privilege.
Dave's hobby is a dangerous one. Many of the mines have remained unused for hundreds of years. They're not maintained, rocks can fall, floors can disintegrate, and timber supporting the ceilings can crumble. If a mine collapses, Dave's only hope would be to dig himself out or hope he gets rescued.
I do things solo, but whereas you go with groups. So do you feel you've really got to trust your group?
You've got to trust everybody with your life because it literally is danger all around.
So where are we off to next then?
Yes, there's a mine down the road. I'm going to do a walkthrough today. I'm going to go in at sort of ground level, and then there's some big ladders that go all the way up to surface level. So I'm going to take those, and Pat's going to meet me at the top. He's just going to be there just to make sure everything goes smoothly and as it should, and that I get back out when I plan to.
If someone does catch you, what can happen?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. The entrance is just there.
Moment of truth.
I will see you at the top.
Nice one, man. Have a good one.
All right,
enjoy
see you in a
it.
minute. This is amazing. You ready for this?
So Dave has just disappeared into the abyss. You could tell he was in his element approaching it. You know, the sun glint in his eye. I'm looking forward to seeing him at the top.
This is far more fun than it usually is.
It's crazy because your hearing and your sense of touch is so heightened. I can literally hear my heart beating and the blood running through my veins. This has always been blocked up. It seems somebody's unblocked it, so I'm kind of intrigued. I didn't actually expect to be doing any crawling this time, but... It's tight now.
As Dave makes his way through the mine, I head to the exit point to meet with fellow enthusiast Pat, who is there to make sure Dave comes out safely on the other side.
Hi, George. Yeah, this is where it all happens. This is the exit. Dave's going to be coming out of in a minute.
Yeah. God, it goes far deep down, doesn't it? No one can hear him if something goes wrong. So how important is it for him to have someone like yourself here?
It's absolutely essential someone knows where he is. If something happens to him, even like a twisted ankle, that down there could mean death. He could get lost, he could get disorientated. Just a simple injury could, end him down there.
That feeling right now, I'm completely on my own.
So what we normally do is give what we call a call-out time. So it's an overestimation of how long the trip's going to take. And then if they don't come out on call-out time, then we start thinking about what we're going to do.
Do people ever do this solo?
Yeah, I've met people that do, and you kind of just gently sort of say someone ought to know where you are.
Yeah.
Because you'll just disappear. If you don't come out, you'll just be a missing person.
Bit of time's elapsed since Dave went in. So Pat, what's the situation here then?
So he's looking like he's slightly overdue now. He'll be lost.
You think that's the situation?
Lost, yeah.
There's still no sign of Dave. We're starting to feel concerned for his safety.
There he is. You're a little bit late.
No, I knew time was ticking on, so I did push it.
Yeah, whilst you're waiting, mate, we got yourself a pass seat ticket. Yeah, we knew you were working up a sweat.
I'll go for a large steak pasty night. Absolutely banging, man. I'm starving after that.
Top man.
Thanks,
you
mate.
deserved it, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Seeing you come out of the mine, it was clear there was raw passion on your face and your eyes are lit up.
Pushing that past that fear each time, you're building on something, you're building on yourself mentally. It's a hobby that has a huge amount of benefits and parts to work on a personal level.
So I've seen what you've done, I've heard the passion in your voice, and I'm extremely looking forward to giving it a go myself tomorrow.
You're going to love it tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Fun. Yay! Got his pasty, boy. I'm eating my like a proper Cornishman here, look.
Oh, is that the proper way?
That's the way. See, I got minging hands.
See, I've been doing it the Londoner way.
The next day, Dave arranges for me to experience mine exploration myself at a tin mine that one of his friends now owns. I'm with experts, but going deep underground is a challenge for a mine exploration novice like myself.
So we're walking to the mine now. Looking forward to it. Different world. You know, I'm used to going above ground, and now I'm going deep underground. I'm not too sure about all the safety gear. It's a bit alien to me. I tend to be a bit more used to just climbing with just shorts and topless. But you know, there's certain principles you got to abide by.
Before we can get inside, we've got to traverse across this next narrow ledge over here. If you were to step off to the left, it'd be a nasty fall. So we just need to keep directly on that ledge. You'll see it in a second. Follow me.
With his camera in tow, my director Niall has even managed to make it down the mines himself.
So I love the darkness, I love the drop. Don't know how far it goes. I'm used to infiltrating buildings, but here we're infiltrating nature. You're going within nature, which is quite special. It's a strange feeling to be so far deep, but it doesn't feel as though you can comprehend it. I think that's part of the attraction for these sort of people, is probably the peace and serenity you get from being so far down deep, away from the whole world.
As we work our way through the mine, I had to get to grips with a new experience of climbing underground in the dark in cramped conditions.
We're going to experience true darkness now by turning off our lights, and then Ben's going to light some candles, and we're going to have a candle-lit cave session.
3, 2, 1. There you go, man. Thank you very much. You're looking at this mine in exactly the same way as the miners themselves would have seen this. It brings you so close to people that lived so long ago.
You know what? It is kind of special. I like the way Ben's created this perspective. It adds a layer to it.
After 3 hours of exploration in the mine, there's just one climb left as I head back up to the surface with Dave.
Amazing work.
Right.
Good job.
When I was experiencing the mine exploration, I felt like I was diving into a different dimension. When you look at the mound from above, it's so unassuming, but really deep down is this inner world. I really enjoyed the underground climbing because it was a variation of climbing which I'd never done before. In Wellington boots, in the dark, bit slippery.
Even though what I experience today is in a controlled mind, it still has its many dangers and challenges. People who attempt something like this with no safety equipment or backup from others are putting themselves in a risky environment that could result in injuries or even death.
They take safety extremely seriously, and I can relate and I can understand why they do so. It was a great privilege to explore and climb and abseil amongst these enthusiasts.